Welcome to another episode of In Depth with Academia. I'm your host, Richard Price, CEO of academia.edu, and I'm super excited you've joined me today for what I think is going to be a really stimulating discussion. So, in this episode, we're going to take a closer look at a fascinating paper by Saleh Al-Hosseini. And, just a quick note as always, I'll be presenting this paper in a neutral way, giving you the key arguments and findings, not taking sides, just opening up the topic for you to ponder. The paper we're diving into today addresses what might sound like a small, even quirky problem, but it actually affects all of us every single day. How does syntactic ambiguity, that is, when a sentence can mean more than one thing, show up in our language and our understanding of the world? And why does it matter so much? Well, let me tell you, once you start thinking about ambiguity, suddenly you notice it everywhere. It's like when you hear a weird word and then you see it 3 times the next week. So what Saleh Al-Hosseini is zooming in on is called structural ambiguity, or sometimes syntactic ambiguity. And the question that he's posing is, why do our sentences, even in our own mother tongue, sometimes come out so ambiguous that not even a native speaker can be totally sure what we mean? And why isn't language always clear? It seems like a simple thing, but it really cuts to the heart of how we process and produce language. For example, let's look at a sentence that Saleh brings up, which, by the way, could go either way depending on how you read it. Listen to this. Muhammad went with his father in his car. Now pause for a second. Which car are we talking about? Is it Muhammad's car or his father's car, or are they sharing a car? We really don't know. Even in Arabic, this sentence stumps even the experts, and that's what makes it so interesting. This is not just an Arabic thing, by the way. Saleh compares it to English too. Take the phrase, small boys and girls. Are we talking about small boys and small girls, or is it just all regular boys and then small girls? Even if you've spoken English your whole life, it could trip you up. And that's an important insight. This ambiguity isn't some error. It's not about people being unclear or imprecise. It's sort of built into human language itself. So Al-Hosseini explains how, in Arabic grammar, for example, some experts will say that pronouns go back and refer to the closest preceding noun. But not everyone agrees with that. Some modern thinkers, like Chomsky, say the reference comes from the subject, the main actor in the sentence, sort of the star, right? But either way, there's not a universal solution, and that's exactly the point. Now, the methods Saleh uses are cool. He gives lots of examples from both Arabic and English to show how this ambiguity pops up in totally everyday situations like, I caught a bird with my car. Wait, did you catch a bird while inside your car? Did you catch it by using the car as a tool, or was the bird itself in the car when you caught it? It's hilarious, but also it just makes you realize how much we rely on context and shared understanding to get through a conversation. And here's an odd digression. Speaking of birds, did you know pigeons can recognize individual people's faces? That's not actually related to ambiguity, but I always find it fascinating how animals process meaning differently than us. Anyway, back to the point. One of Saleh's arguments is that comedians really have a field day with ambiguity. They take sentences that are structurally unclear, and that's where the joke pops up, because your brain is expecting one thing, and the punchline reveals a totally different interpretation. So next time you laugh at a pun or a clever twist in stand-up, you've got syntactic ambiguity to thank for that. So if you're thinking, okay, Richard, what does this mean for me? Well, it's like this. Next time you write an email, give a talk, or just chat with a friend, remember that not everything comes across exactly as you mean it. Ambiguity is just how language works, and sometimes we gotta pause, rethink, or just laugh about the confusion. It's not about being perfect, it's about recognizing that language has layers, and that's kind of what makes it beautiful and, well, human. Before I wrap up, remember, research is a way to open doors, not close them. What Saleh Al-Hosseini shares is one perspective, a set of insights to reflect on, not a set of absolute truths. Always bring a little curiosity, a little skepticism, see where it takes you. Thanks, as always, for joining me on In Depth with Academia. If today's episode made you think, or smile, or even roll your eyes, well, that's ambiguity for you. I'll catch you next time for another deep dive into the world of academic ideas. Until then, stay curious.